Good morning! Like, comment, and subscribe. Do it now. Do it now! But do it before the loading bar finishes. I hope you fucking did it. A few weeks ago.
Suffering defeat after defeat, that man's body was reaching its limit, breaking down. But he couldn't die yet. The man had a job that must be done. To defeat his twin brother.
Dante. Heavy chain that does freeze my...
In order to defeat his younger brother, he could only do one thing with the crumbling flesh and feelings. He needed to separate man from devil with the strength of the Yamato. And eventually, the man became a true devil. I've tried to hold together my crumbling flesh with what little demonic power I have left, but I'm approaching my limit. In separating and regaining my human soul, I've realized the gravity of the crime I've committed. I've realized how important everything was. Everything I've thrown away in my pursuit of power.
Is that why you went to find Dante?
Yes. Foolish. I thought that maybe he could change maybe fix. Maybe right my wrong. Tell me. Was this fool before you, right?
I'm not your mommy, V. You're a big boy. And you need to see this through. Dante's war.
How's that for road rash?
Also, great to point out that everyone is pronouncing Yamato correctly in this game, compared to 4 where they all said, or most of them said Yamato, and then Yamato. But yeah, V is like Virgil minus Ergil. Yeah. Great fun, right? But that also explains why he, spilled the beans to Trish, because Trish looks exactly like his mum. Also the I'm not your mommy, the boy, all of that, dialogue. It all makes perfect sense. I can never remember the button in bits. to make Cerberus actually do what I wanted to do in this game. Shit. Also, since V is Virgil minus Ergil, and Urizen is Virgil minus the minus V, I guess. His regret and all that is based purely in being without power, really. Being powerless and without his demonic half. Which means that while what he has to say is from the human heart of Virgil, it's also lacking the nuances that makes Virgil Virgil. He still has all of his trauma from, you know, having his entire... having this motherfucking murdered when he was 8 years old and all that. And then trying to cope with his trauma by, you know, amassing power. Fucking log on to this, dude. Thank you again. Because, you know, as we saw in 3, both Dante and Ergil have severe traumas that they need to work out, and as we also saw in 1 and kind of 4, not as much 4 though, but also in 1. Dante hasn't worked through his trauma, at least he hadn't at that point, and now we're some years beyond that. And you know, given his one-track mind and getting Urizen fucking killed, knowing fully well that Urizen is Virgil to some extent, maybe he's sensed that, you know, given his rather I didn't mean to do that move, I meant to do something like that. You know, how shit. Referring to V as, oh, no one's special. Really seeming to just want to get the hell away from him as fast as possible. A little glad at the end of the last mission. It's safe to assume, kinda, that he knows that V is somewhat Virgil. As with the entire, like, sensing demon power thingy going on. So, you know, knowing that, oh, Virgil's fucked up. Again! No, examine. Aid the rebellion.
You need some blood, huh? Sorry. You wouldn't like mine.
Some good old self-loathing from Dante, also with his theme song being literally called Subhuman, and being about how he regards himself as being subhuman. And it looks vaguely like Sparta. See, we could do this mission the right way, but I've forgotten how to do that, so we will cheese our way through it. Oh, shit, I fucked up, so we do that. This for a bit, and then boom. We skip like half the level doing this. Most of the fights in the level are
follow these grooves.
pretty damn shit though, so. Yeah, Dante just wants Virgil, Ergil, Urizen, whatever, dead. Because, yeah. From his point of view, he's fucked up and he's killed loads of people now with the Clifod, or the evil demon tree tower and all that. This is the 3rd time he's having to put his brother down.
Yep. Here it comes.
Of course, in 3 it was very reluctantly that he did it. And it was only because Virgil threw himself off a cliff at the end that he didn't save him. And then in 1, Virgil was Nilo Angelo, so basically a meat puppet for Mundus, more or less at least. And now he seems to be more or less conscious, but not quite, because, you know, V plus Urison gives value. Boom! Time to rock. Breakneck Predator. Fury. That was its name. So, time to do the quick trick to get it killed fast. Oh, it actually hit us. Shit. It's not really... thought we had something like it, and second one is also joined the fray because DMD difficulty. They will still have to eat their own shit though. Sure, this isn't the most exciting way to fight him, but it gets the job done. Shit. Didn't have time to orient myself. Also do this to get guaranteed parries. But it's not as fun as using Cerberus. Come on. Like, Jesus Christ. That was only because it didn't do what I pressed for it to do. Let's cheat. Like, it didn't register my backwards-forwards movement because since it was stabbing around, the button press kind of went fucky-wucky, and I couldn't do this. But again, that's just me being mad because bad, and I don't want to just stop the recording and do a new one because I've said some good shit, and I fear I wouldn't remember it.
Decisions.
Because, you know, my IQ is quadruple digit, but I can't remember what I've said 2 seconds later. Again, being fucked over by the log-on, not locking on to what I needed it to lock on to. I was about to, like, jump cancel, but the game wouldn't let me. Come on. Now, you idiot. Well, that's rude to say even to, you know, big dumb demon. Yay, that was great. Keep forgetting that, you know, when it's going up, it still has a hurt box. That's me fucking up royally, though. Thought I could avoid the move by doing some other shit, but, I couldn't. Yeah, with like, I think V is a Red Edition, both as a gameplay feature and as a story feature in this game, because it gives you a good look into Virgil's head in a way we haven't gotten before. Like we've been able to get a good glimpse at how Dante feels about everything because we've been playing as him. Even though he puts on the wacky woohoo pizza man persona, if you aren't autistic, and I mean this sincerely, then you will be able to pick up on it. That it's a coping mechanism, and even if you're are autistic, you might also be able to notice. Because yeah,
Don't want to keep Mr. Demon King waiting.
gotta pick up the pace. Get some more orbs. Yeah, let's get the orbs. Why not? Of course, also having V in the game also means that in addition to being able to see or look at how a like Virgil who's not completely obsessing about how would feel about things. That was not the move I wanted to do, game, but okay. It's great when the enemy attacks off screen and you don't have time to jump because you literally could not see it do anything. Again, my classic trick of being mad is bad, but as I was saying, having V in the game also means that Dante gets to show his attitudes about various stuff in a way he hasn't been able to before either, as well as, of course, just, you know, genuinely good acting all around and the writing not being shit. Not that the writing's been shit in previous DMC games, but I did that on purpose because low on health and I figured let's just fucking do this. It's not like I'm gonna run out of orbs anyway, so. See, this is what happens if I try to actually talk about stuff that requires brain power while playing the game. And also just this mission being just a tiny bit of ass for us to keep my accent consistent. Because the fights are in very small arenas and against enemies that usually need more space to really do shit, such as the nobody that did its jump back attack and then jump forwards, like jump back and then forwards attack, except it just did it, you know, half a meter off screen and then didn't give me any time to react. And yeah, Matt costs bad. I know. But as long as we don't use a third resurrection, we won't get the biggest penalty. We just won't get a bonus for not continuing. No, I think our style rating for this mission is absolutely shit anyway.
That should be all of them.
Let's just pick up this.
A while since I used my brain this much.
Let's just pick up this neat hawk hatchling for no reason, since we don't need it. It's there in case you do the level properly, because then you can access another place just to get a fight you would otherwise miss. Let's land in the hole, but we didn't because the blades there just kind of knocked you out of it.
Man, this brings me back.
Also, it's less noticeable here in 5 compared to the previous games, but it still uses roughly the same jump sound as before. From the first game, the more subdued given the more photorealistic look of 5, but now we will actually customize because something happens that sadly I'm gonna kind of spoil 5 seconds earlier, but we'll be equipping this loadout because something's gonna happen, and yes, we need the right equipment for it.
Holy shit. Can't believe any of this is still standing.
The old Sparta residence, Sparta household. Right at the foot of the tree, more or less. Of course, was also where Virgil gave birth to V and Eurison. So, makes sense, right?
Ha! There you are. Hey, what's wrong with you? Hey! Hey, Dante!
The demonic power was activated in me once, when Virgil lovingly jammed this through my chest. I always wondered, why did my father give me the rebellion?
Okay, what are you muttering?
Over the years, I've been stabbed and jabbed by a number of things. But who would have ever guessed?
Have you lost your mind? There's a demon to destroy! Kill yourself later! I'll help!
If the Yamato can separate man from devil, then what about the rebellion?
Wow! You are absorbing the Sparta!
Never gets old. Never gets tired of watching it.
It can't be. Dante, you son of a bitch. I knew you couldn't be killed that easily. Hey, he's all yours. But don't let it become a habit.
Win, Dante! Win!
New legendary devil sword, Devil Sword Dante.
Dante.
He looks so fucking cool. Yeah, this is what the extra bar's for.
Time to talk. You know what you look like now?
What went right there was Virgil Eurison going, Dante, how dare you approach me in that form? So yeah.
No way.
So let's just absorb the DT into the... Ooh. Just did this to end the charge prematurely. because a feature you can unlock with it is that either it consumes the meter. There we go. Or you get a triple S rank. In which case you can transform for free as long as you yeah, as long as you need to have a triple S style rank to use it. Shit, too much shit at once. And you're still tough as nails. So the Devil Sword Dante improves all the styles while he's dittying. Fuck. Not at this point, let's just use a fucking gold orb. Like either I usually just a bit like Mission 11, either I ace this shit or it just goes like absolute ass. I could be transforming to the new and improved Devil Trigger, but I prefer using the the cool and funny mechanic, which we can use now. As long as we break it off within 5 seconds at least, it's completely free. And as you can see in this health bar, it absolutely shreds everything. This is the wrong thing to do. I wanted to do this move. Two and three. Just keep it going. He should be dead within very, very soon. I think now is a good time to do this. I just blast him. Wanted to do the big move, but that's alright as well.
All this time, and you still don't get it.
It is you who does not understand.
12 p.m.
It has begun.
What's happening? Bad news! Gotta go now! That houseplant is pissed off!
The cloud fog is revealed in its entirety.
Yamato.
Inconvenience matters not.
Imagine the smell. Yeah, turns out that crystal was the Yamato all along. And this style ranking is going to be absolute fucking ass because I'm bad at video games. Luckily this mission doesn't have any cool or funny picks. But yeah, the little exchange at the end with all this time and you still don't get it. Clearly referencing back to the mid-fight dialogue of all this time, something, power is everything that Yurison said. You can roll back the tape and listen to it. Today's shout out goes out to people who are not absolute idiots. Keep on being awesome, and we'll see each other again for the next mission. One love, fuck you. The last bit was a joke.